Sanguine pool. So he definitely would need help. And the Vi is going to get banned away, which to me is surprising because what they need is a carry jungler for sure.
Will we see a Nila being picked up though? Because we have seen a while ago it being used in the fight for side. Sometimes that's kind of like a premonition on the champion being I oftentimes get surprised with the champions used in Aram be picked suddenly in the actual game.
Oh, but you can't. You can't. This time, like with the Shen. Oh, there you go. Now Shen. This is problematic for JDG. But JDG will go for the carry jungler that I was expecting, that I was waiting for. And this is the perfect pick, in my opinion, just because you have early game damage. The Nautilus is going to be paired once again to the Severe. Meanwhile, OMG. Oh, okay. I thought they were. Well, they were chirping for sure. I don't think Ashe is in a very good state right now, especially looking at the lineup here by JDG. Yeah, sure, it's a very good response to the Akali, but against the Garen can just serve as the meat shield. And yeah, one good second skill can basically give you a lot of tenacity, negating the impact.
And this composition of JDG as well is just so scary,
right?
To be honest. The damage is there, the engage is there, front line is there, front to back is available, they have double pokes as well. It's a complete
and you know what? What's the scariest part? They have the Garen.
Yeah.
The Garen is like the biggest exclamation point of them all. Lemon playing it. Last season, Lemon has played a lot of Garens. That's one thing that we know. And again, this is a player that loves his tanks, loves his bruisers. He can play carries from time to time. He can play all those highly mechanically requiring champions like the Camille, the Fiora, the Ribbon. But you know, most of his impact is often seen when he's playing tanks.
And the Garen is just the best one of those as well, right? Just land the sword on, just go with the silence, works against the Renekton, works against the Vladimir, and land the sword as well. Just pin him down. You have lots of ways to follow up too. It's available for JDG. They should be very comfortable with this. OMG through the Shen can pave the way for SMK to survive the most alongside with 15 on the Xayah. Let's see how they go from this game 1.
Finally, the return of the comeback. Garen. This is also a very good counter to the Aatrox, right? Like, as long as you have an execute damage, the threat of the all-in will make the Aatrox second guess himself. I guess is one way to put it. But no reason for us to discuss about Aatrox since Aatrox is not part of the party, at least for game number 1 between JDG and OMG.
Can be useful on the Vlad and Renekton though. Let's see how Lemon, operates here in the battle lane. Renekton can be quite dangerous still, to be honest.
Yeah.
Especially when he gets the pokes out, the burst out, and still the sustain in the lane and dodge some of the engagement of this cannon.
Yeah.
Then
as a Garen, oh no, he's winning. Okay. So here's the thing. Here's the catch. If the Renekton does not win the early trades, there is no coming back, or there is no comeback potential in this matchup, right? Because the thing here is you have to push away the Garen at the first few levels, because that's where you are stronger. Now, if it ever becomes a level 5 duel between the two of you, the threat of the Dimash Injustice is just too much with the Renekton. Even though the dominance is there, it's still so scary to face against a Garen that will just do one thing, which is basically spam his skill number 1, right? Like, skill number 1, block, silence, and then run away. That's a Garen thing for trading.
The Garen thing.
Yeah.
And there's avoid, use the passive to have a better health bar. Oh,
it's not really spin to win in Wild Rift. The better term for it is plonk and win, because you basically you basically use the first skill to poke away your opponents, especially the Renekton.
This time Feibai actually struggling a bit in the laning phase, so Max will just help out, damage SMK for a little bit too. OMG, they are fine. Lemon just focusing on the wave clear as well.
And you see the first item by here. By the Renekton. Very passive. Oh! Whoa!
Great hammer though.
What?
Wow. So that's possible.
That's insane mechanics coming in from mods. Although it's just one press of a button, you still have to give credit to him by timing perfectly the shadow dash. Yeah, right. Like what?
Yeah. So he used it, targeted it onto the Shen the moment it was close range. Because if it was just a press, then it would have been targeted to Wawa, right?
True.
It's actually quite difficult to do that. I've never been able to do that.
Yeah, it's I think it's only it's a Wild Rift only interaction. I don't think that is something that you can do in the PC version. So yeah, it's a Wild Rift. Oh, can you?
Yeah.
If like you can push away the shadow dash.
Yeah.
Really?
Go on top of you, but Bye-bye! Gonna be here. Lemon just helping out and will just land the sword!
Okay,
actually gets the
mind.
kill to Bye-bye, much better. But I can still go for Boar. SMB going with the will try to take this Garen down, but they are actually overextending, but finally drops the sword down, but unable to kill SMK. And the exchange actually is a little bit good for JDG, but they lost one as well. Bottom lane, they're getting fine.
It's a 1-for-1, but the wave clear, Berry just has to be mindful of the feathers. On the Hunt was already used in Wawa. Out of the Forge God not available because I believe he used it already prior to this. He used it on the top side. Max is here though, which could make sure that 15 does not go over aggressive. And yeah, just going back to the top side. Lemon first assist in the game, but also has to suffer death. And again, as a Garen, you don't really have to farm a lot of items for you to be effective.
Just one item, you're already good. Just the steel caps, and you're just gonna be able to sustain the damage from the Renekton already.
Yeah.
Oh man, I mean, we see still the aggressiveness of Whitecat and how we can impact the fight, but it's just so irritating to see how easy a Garen can just prevent that. Just one press of a button, just one ability.
Yeah, silence, also execute. A lot of tenacity and a lot of defenses as well. But yeah, so far so good for OMG. They were able to at least answer that first blood that JDG was able to get earlier. Now the pressure is on JDG to actually act fast. The need for tempo advantage, especially when they're running a jungle chase, is on them. So Stand United being available, I think, is the reason why they're not okay. Finally, engage.
Big mid, but actually, it's gonna cancel a little bit. Lemon will finally fall down. The Renekton is the one to win. Inyan, the RH is resetting, and they can actually turn on to the members here of OMG. The Renekton will finally fall down. Faye by getting the kill as well onto the Zion. Just so good for JDG. They also get the RH. It's a disaster for OMG. They had them from the start, but now they're crumbling down one by one. The flash hit by Barry as well to secure the kill. And they got 4, they get the RH, they get everything from OMG.
It's a fiesta that JDG ended up winning. It started with Whitecat getting that solo kill against Whitecat. Lemon against Lemon. I mean, Lemon was not able. Yeah, that smite was. I'm not 100% sure as to who that smite was. I believe it was
from
once. I think it was from both of them for sure.
Right?
Yeah, because it just so happened that the fight took a long time for it to end. But yeah, the amount of team fighting available to the Zephyr again on the Hunt, Moral, and now the bigger prize here is the mid lane tower.
And they will get priority for the bottom side objective once starting the dragon. Oh no, and 4,000 gold lead. Oof, this is rough for OMG.
In an instant as well. Now JDG also by like he was at the middle of everyone there, and that's something that you don't want to happen, right? Like, one Twilight Shroud can really make sure that your formation will be broken apart, because you still have to be mindful of all the damage that Kali brings with her. So now JDG versus OMG, 4.5k ahead. Is JDG with Infernal Dragon is available as well to him. It's very I guess one-sided. the early parts of the game, and we've seen games like this all throughout the day, where one team has already won the early game, but it's not enough to really convert into a win. So yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, both teams have kind of struggled before in terms of closing out the game. OMG can come back. JDG hopefully doesn't make a mistake, or we don't really want to see that on either team.
Yeah.
A while ago it was unfortunate for OMG, but still
2v1.
top lane, it's gonna be very difficult. The tower's also helping. Indian will fall down, and once it's just gonna be here, man, just Garrett things.
And then a plonk. Okay, not needed, but
it would have been insult to injury.
That's
ever.
But that's a tilter, Young. That tilts everyone, right? Like, you went on to dive A Garrett 2v1, but oh wow, okay.
No.
This is super sad if you're a fan of OMG, and you look at Barry.
No, SMK.
Snipe? Oh, okay, Stand United. Oh! Okay.
It was close as well.
Super close!
Went in.
Oh, crazy. Oh, but OMG. I think after what happened topside, it's already a GG go next angle. Oh, there was even a cross-map play, and that was SMK. Ignited. Fei-Bai.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So,
alright.
at least something good happened to OMG, right? They got something out of the already disastrous series of events.
Yeah. One kill towards OMG, and that's a very important one as well. It slows down Fei-Bai, which has been rampaging all throughout the first 8 minutes of the game. Now we move over to the mid-game with a potential second dragon joining JDG. It is the Infernal map, so it is the Infernal Soul available. So that also means more damage for JDG squad. And you look at the gold chart here, Kiang, Barry once and Fei-Bai topping the gold chart.
Ooh, Barry 8,500. That's a lot. 1,500 ahead compared to 15. White Cat as well, of course, is having a bit of trouble. Still a bit ahead on Trigarden, so it's okay. Yeah, this will fall off towards the late game. The Garen will just shine even more, especially with his tankiness. Lemon loves every single bit of that right now in this game. Indian as well, struggling to protect his allies. Early on that call of the fourth guard, but will at least force out flash.
Yeah, you need to respect it, right? Like, the brittle effect was actually on him, which means it's the prolonged crowd control. And have to remember that, you know, Jace is very vulnerable to all those all-ins, right? He doesn't have a dash. Yeah, sure, he can use the Thundering Smash or the Baseball Bat to make sure that the Shen won't be able to cast his taunt, but it's not that easy to do. I guarantee you that.
I mean, we were even shocked a while ago to see it as well. OMG, maybe they can prevent that from happening this time around. They're able to stall this game out, which is good for the Vladimir and the Xayah as well. JDG will be looking to establish control on the next dragon.
No. I'm looking at the gold charts right now. A 1.7k gold advantage towards ones on this Jace, and 0-3 in 1. Also, we have to note one of the perfect items to counter a Shen is the Serpent's Fang, right? Anti-shield item. Just to make sure that if someone gets the Stand United, there will be an insta-shred on the shield that will be provided by the Shen. JDG posturing towards the Ice Dragon here, and this could be a potential 5v5 here, Giang.
Wow, I see here to set up vision. White Cat is being prevented to enter since he's being engaged here by Lemon, but actually deals quite a bit towards Lemon. So he's gonna be fine. Wawa and Yen waiting for an opportunity to get here into this the Dragon Pit. SMK as well, just leading them.
Yeah, SMK finding his angle. Vladimir still needs to be respected, especially after completing 1-2 items.
Force out the blood pool immediately by SMK.
There's no
just
way
because
to
of
go
the silence.
Yeah.
Call of the 4 shot gonna be used. The dragon still secured here by JDG, but Feiba is gonna be walking away, hiding under the shroud. Goes golden as well, and the sword dropped here onto Indian, but still the perfect execution to use to exit out as well. One still surviving for so long. Goes in with the shot again. Firestorm gonna be still trying to walk away, still calling them after the flash as well. And OMG lost one, but able to get the kill at least for the team. Almost there by Barry as well. Indian is running towards the opposite side. And should be just killed off here. Flash out, but unable to, you know, escape.
No, he can't.
Actually.
Oh, what? Yeah, Barry messed that up, right?
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day, he was second guessing himself. He was still full in HP, but that's fine. The team fight still went over to JDG. We'll look at that team fight once again. Lemon forcing the Sanguine pool is massive. And although once was able to push away the Shen, he was still taunted. And again, the Jace. Once you go in, there is basically no way of going out. And yeah, 15 still very much okay in landing all those feathers. Now this is where I think Barry was really missing his mark, right? First things first, the boomerang blade was a miss, and then followed up by a potential dive in the bot lane in where he panicked. He panicked. Yeah, he was a little bit overheated.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but at least they were able to get this kind of leverage. JDG still is okay in their position right now. They can go for top lane if they want to. Once it's gonna be here. Max just serving in the front line, and the depth charge! Boom gonna be used to try and get this outplay. Great stun United as well. Serving into the front line. 15 gonna be 3 hitting as well. Max is gonna get taken down, but Bear's gonna be here. The sword is gonna get dropped, and the Garen will be picking up the kill as Barry is going with a ricochet. Whitecap to be here a little bit late, but still able to deal damage here onto Lemon. Great knock as well coming in from the Ornn as they do take one more kill. Indian though getting too deep. Bear's gonna be here, trying to damage him. Feiba as well, helping out. And the Chase just going in with once. Great straight caller though by 15. The damage though with the boomerang almost takes 15 out, but once as well, almost
goes down, right? Like, did you see how many skill shots he missed? How many shock blasts once missed throughout the team fight? I counted, and I believe that was like three missed shock blasts. Because we look at this engage, right? Had it been that he connected his shock blast on towards SMK, that should have been it, right? Like SMK won't be able to survive. Sanguine Pool will basically deplete his health back to 0 health. Yeah, and then another miss. Good thing is that Lemon was actually there to provide support, and then the action continues. And I'm waiting for once. Okay, at least finally there was a shock blast that connected. But this one, the almost final nail to the coffin, like off 15, it was sidestep. Okay, all right, I forgive you. It was 15. It was 15 sidestep. What
a great one as well.
Okay,
so close.
Yeah.
Barry though, like 13.4, once 13.2. It's like 3,000 ahead against anyone from OMG.
And that's a very awkward. True, and that's a very awkward position to fight a Saber as well, right? Like, you are clumped up with a tower that basically allows more bouncing blades to happen.
Yeah, we saw so many bounces a while ago as well. Though the damage isn't as true as the actual one, but still it hurts a lot.
Feiba also has the Rabadons, and whenever you see an Akali that already has the Rabadons, has a record of 5-1 in 5-15 minutes in the game. JDG can even threaten the Soul, which is about to spawn up in a bit. Again, it's starting to become darker and darker for OMG, at least for game number 1. And this is the problem for their squad, right? Like, in the slump that they are facing, their inconsistency is really showing.
Absolutely. We see signs of life, but now it's being turned into darkness! As now the Ornn is gonna be taken down, and everyone as well is gonna be followed up. SMK is gonna be flashing away, but Shen is gonna go golden. Trying to stay alive, but unable to do it as well. Featherstorm into the flash, into the Bleed Caller as well by 15, just to try and escape.
Yeah.
But it does, but the dragon is now on the table.
Yeah, that's 3 people down to the side of OMG, and that means that this is the easiest dragon for JDG to secure. Actually, check that. There are only 2 members missing for OMG, so there still is an ability for them to deny a Baron, potential Baron for JDG. Can they do it is the question, especially with Infernal Soul joining JDG.
Now, SMK is gonna be trying, but Bayfly will stop him. Blood will gonna be used. SMK goes golden. 15 gets obliterated as well. This time by once. They do get the Vladimir as well. And Wildcat is just gonna be running away. Baron plus 2 kills. Barry going in. What is happening right now?
Yeah. He's creating items in front of his opponents. And what happened next was Barry again with the Infernal Soul. No stopping them. JDG will march out of the Nexus. OMG will have to come back into this 1-0 to the man in black.
And red as well, as they